Hi, everybody. Welcome to Busy Living Sober with Elizabeth Chance. How is everybody today? It's episode 348. Before we go any further, I got a shout out. As Busy Living Sober listener, you know that my mission is to eliminate the shame of addiction through open and honest communication. So how does one do that? Well, SoberLink is a remote alcohol monitoring system that allows you to rebuild trust by sharing your recovery with your support network in real time. As a monitored client, you'll have 2 to 3 opportunities a day to prove your sobriety to loved ones through a series of scheduled tests. Once you test, your identity is confirmed and your results are sent instantly to everyone in your support network, making it easier to rebuild trust and improve communication over time. To learn more about SoberLink, download the resource guides, tips for keeping busy living sober, or to request a $50 promo code. Visit www.soberlink.com/BLS for busy living sober and get that resource guide or the promo code. So, oh my God, are you on fire right now? Is your life so busy? You're like, oh my God, I can't breathe. It's so much. And sometimes it seems like nothing's going our way. Oh my God, I've had crazy times. I want to thank again my past 2 guests that I had on. It was really fun to have 2 guests on. I don't know how much you guys liked it or didn't like it, but I did it. I had 2 guests on in a row, and now I'm back. And here I am today to tell you that I have been so crazy, so busy that it's not even funny. I moved. And you're like, oh my God, she's crazy. She's moved again. I found my spot. It took me 5 years. Okay. I don't know if anybody has felt like this, because let me tell you, I lived in the same place for over 15 years. I had my own house in the same place that I lived in with my kids in Wayne, Pennsylvania. And I lived there for 15 years. I still have somebody living in that house right now. I rent it out because, let's face it, it was mine before I was married and my kids grew up there. So, but I lived there for 15 years and I never moved. And then Henry graduated. I had that empty nester syndrome. Like, oh my God, now what? Because my whole life was about my kids. And now what? And I came to Florida. Of course, I told JF, my husband, that I thought we were only going to be here for 6 weeks. And now here we are going on 6. We're working on our 6th year. And I've lived in 5 or 6 different houses in Florida since I've been here. And I'm like, part of me judges myself like, God, she's crazy. She goes from here to there, to here, to there, to here, to there. And I do. And there's this saying I learned once, which is, what other people think about me is none of my business. I think we all need to remember that. Like, what other people think, it's not you do you, boo-boo. As Henry always says, it's not my problem. So if people judge me, they judge me. But for me, this is what I needed to do on my journey. I needed to go and I needed to see different places and experience different things to bring me to where I am today. And I think we all have that. We all have things that we go through in our lives that we're like, oh my gosh, I had to go through this to get to here. Now, when we're going through things, oh my God, sometimes it's so uncomfortable, right? So uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. Feelings aren't facts, but they sure rule our lives, at least for me. I mean, my feelings are like a ping pong, like sometimes when I'm not grounded, which I wasn't for a while. I haven't been grounded in a long time, I feel like. Today, I feel grounded. Now I'm amongst boxes. As you can see, maybe there's no kitchen behind me because that's not done. But I feel grounded in that I am finally where I think for right now, where I'm supposed to be. I'm not going to say forever, because I was like, this is your last house. You're never going to move again. And I'm like, I can't say that. Why would I ever make that promise and then have to come back and say, guess what? I moved again, because that's what I might have done. And I went to Amelia Island thinking that was it. And it obviously wasn't it because I left. And it's okay. It's okay to change my mind. It's okay. It's okay. If I'm not comfortable, I can change. And I think, I think the hasty thing would have been getting rid of my husband, right? Because that's easier than moving sometimes, isn't it? It's like, I'm not kidding. It's terrible to say that, but it can sometimes be true. You dispose of relationships rather than really finding what the root cause is going on inside of you while you're uncomfortable. And I think that sometimes, at least for me, I can only speak for myself, I'm quick to act. I'm quick to be, I'm quick to go to this place where I'm like, I'm uncomfortable. So I'm going to make a really big decision and I'm not going to sit with the uncomfortableness. I'm going to make a big decision like moving again and then go, oh my gosh, this wasn't the right place either. And it's so, life is just such a journey. It's just, I know some people can go and they do their work, they retire and then they're done. And then they go and they lull in the Florida sunshine and they play golf or they do whatever. And I love playing golf. I haven't played golf in a really long time because I just don't have time. I'm too busy moving all the time. And I help a lot of people. And that's where I find my joy. And that's where I find that God has me here for, is to help people. So I spend a lot of hours of my day helping others. And then when I'm not helping somebody else, I'm busy getting this place together, which isn't going to be forever. It will be set up eventually. But it's so crazy because I have very small place again, like I had in Wayne and where I raised my kids. It's very small. And but it's all I need. It's so crazy. I've had big and I've had small houses. I have to tell you, I like the small house way, 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 way better because it's just cozier. It's more comfortable. I know where it's just where I just feel more comfortable in a small place. And that place on Amelia Island was so big and it was so like, I just wasn't me. It's just not me. I like small. I can see myself in an apartment eventually, I swear to God. The old keeping up with the Joneses girl that I was when I was younger would be like, oh, I need bigger. I need bigger. I need bigger. No bigger. I'm good. I'm good. I was saying to somebody today, I'm like, if I were a billionaire, I don't even know if I'd move again because moving's so fucking hard. Excuse my French, but it's so hard. It's so exhausting. It's so trying. It's so physically and emotionally exhausting. It just is. So I go through these feelings that I have had that are up and down, empty nesterhood, Mother's Day. What? Oh God, I hate Mother's Day. I mean, I have to tell you, I hate it. I don't know when I really liked it. I guess I might be lying if I said I ever did really like it. I don't think I really like Mother's Day. I think every day is Mother's Day. I think it's literally a day set up with expectations where everybody around you can fail. And especially your loved ones. It's like, I don't know, is it supposed to be some Hallmark movie? Because it's never that for me. The only thing that was great was that Henry's here. My youngest son is home for a couple days. And then we're going in a couple weeks. I'm driving with him. I'm going to do the two of us are going to go out to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I'm going to drive with him. And he's like, Mom, will you go with me? And I said, yes, because who wouldn't want an opportunity to be with their child in the car for 3 days? Driving across this nation, which I'm going to do. I just keep telling him, we're going to go slow. I'm not going really fast. I want to stop. I don't want to have to just go speeding through. And he's like, okay. But we got to spend time together. And that made Mother's Day great. Now, did Mother's Day have to be, what was it, May 12th, I guess, because it's today's, I don't even know what day it was, but maybe the 14th. It was the 14th, I guess, because today's the 16th. So the 4th, and I'm recording the day before today because I want to be up and have this up going tomorrow morning. But anyway, him being here, it could have been, it could have been March, 14th for August 14th. I don't care what day it was. I got the day to spend with him and he gave me an amazing card. That's all I wanted was a card. And it was so touching. And that's what Mother's Day was about. He was like, do you want to go to a really nice brunch? And I was like, I really don't. I actually, in my neighborhood where I moved, there's a really cool, I met a neighbor who's amazing. And she's Deepak Chopra meditation certified teacher. And she had a class at her house and she was like, do you want to come over? I'm going to do a meditation in my house. And I was like, yes, that is what I want to do on Mother's Day. I don't need to go to a fancy restaurant. I want to go sit and meditate. And I did that and it was so great. I actually just started, I hadn't done a Deepak Chopra meditation in a really long time. And there is an abundance meditation that Deepak did, and it was 3 years ago. So I went on YouTube and I Googled abundance Deepak Chopra, and it came up, and it's 21 days. I have to tell you, do it. It's amazing. Because right now, also with astrology, if you're into the astrology stuff, which I am, all the moons and the stars, it's like this is a time to be in abundance and to really put out in the universe what manifest what you want. And right now is the perfect time. So really doing this meditation, this abundance at the same time is where our moons and our stars are. It's like the best time to do it. So go check that on YouTube. But I did that rather than wanting to do like something fancy and show up and like have this picture that you could put on social media. Like, look at me with my fabulous family and everybody's loving and caring for each other, which they aren't obviously right now. As a lot of you know, there's like stuff going on in my family. So, it was the perfect day. It was the perfect Sunday for me. It was a perfect Sunday. Meditated, ate some food, got some stuff done at this house, and that was about it. That's all I needed. It's so crazy how much time and energy I've spent in my life wanting something because I wanted it to look some way on the outside. I wanted people to look at me and think, oh my God, she's got a great eye. Look at how great it is. Look at how great it is. It was all outside stuff. I mean, I've been working on this inside stuff for so many years and recognizing that it's the inside. It's like, I realize all the time, like there's something new, right? That we're like, I want to change about myself. I mean, there are years that go by that I don't want to change anything. And then there's some years that I want to change everything, right? About myself and improve myself. I'm constantly a work in progress. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but I am constantly looking for things to change so that I can feel more comfortable in my own skin. And it's not about everybody else's judgment of me. Do you get what I'm talking about? You know, for so long, it was always, I did things because I wanted other people to think that it was cool. I don't know if I felt like it was cool at the time, but looking back, I spent all this time and energy doing stuff because I thought other people would accept it or like it. And now I'm like, why did I waste my time? It's not about what other people think. It's about what I think. It's about how I feel. And I feel like lately I've been running. So the opportunity on Mother's Day to sit down and just meditate was just awesome. And this morning I did day 2 of this abundance. Yesterday I did day 1 of this Deepak. And it's just really, I have to meditate. I have to meditate. I don't know if you're out there and you're listening, and this is a tool that you use as well, but meditation, and you can be like, I don't want to meditate, because I'm going to tell you, when I first started meditating, 15 years ago, I was like, there's no way I'm going to meditate. There's no way I'm never going to have thoughts. And I agree with you. I meditate and I have thoughts all the time, and that's okay, because I'm a human being. And it just means I take a little time out before I get out of bed. And I just thank God for my day. I want God to guide my day. So I talk to myself about that while somebody else is talking in the meditation. And then I just get quiet and I think of things. And then I let them go and I breathe. And then I think of things. And then I let them go and then I think of things. And then I let go and then I think of things. But I can recognize that I need to let go when I'm sitting there and all these thoughts are coming by. I can recognize that I just have to let go. This crazy insanity I'm in, and I have a personality that wants to, I have boxes come in. I want to unpack boxes. I want to figure out the rooms. I want this house to be ready to go. And this time I can't do that. There's too much stuff. I got to sell stuff. I got to donate stuff. I've got so much stuff to go through because it's very small and I have too much stuff. So I'm going to take time and I'm going to breathe through this. And I'm going to be okay that there's boxes everywhere. And I'm going to be okay that this space might not be perfect, but my bed's perfect. My bed is so comfy. I'm so happy to be in my own bed. My bed is comfy. I get a good night's sleep. That means like everything, doesn't it? I mean, I'm up a million times a night, but I'm comfortable today, right now. As insane. I mean, I started this podcast off like, oh my God, I've been crazy and I have been crazy busy. But that doesn't have to define anything else. I'm crazy busy, but I take time every day to make sure that I can get a little bit centered and I can get okay with the universe and I can help somebody and I can pay attention to somebody and I can listen to somebody. And that is a humongous gift because it's not about all this stuff I have, all this furniture, all these clothes, all this mass accumulation that I've done as a consumer my whole life. My life is definitely better when I spend an hour on the phone with somebody who's really needs to talk and I can listen to them. And I do that each and every day, even during this crazy, insane move. Um, but I have learned that, for so long, I've done things because I wanted an actual something to happen. And I need to just let go. I need to trust that everything's going to work out. I need to be in this place where I'm just like, okay, just today, I'm going to let go. And sometimes it's just this minute, I'm going to let go. I'm just going to let go. I'm going to let go and I'm going to trust. And as someone that's battled alcoholism and other things, it's hard. It's hard to let go. It's hard to trust. It's hard to throw your hands up and say, okay, show me what you want to show me. It's really hard because I feel like for a long time, I tried to make things happen. I wanted something to look this certain way, my kids to be a certain way. And they all are going to be who they're going to be. I feel like if anything I did right was that they're out there and they're doing this thing called life and they're doing what they want to do. It's not what I want them to do. I have no idea. I mean, my daughter's in law school, what she's focusing on, it's good. And that's what she wants to do. My youngest is doing what he wants to do. My oldest is doing what he wants to do. And they are happy in their own rights. And if that's what I get for Mother's Day, having 3 kids that are happy doing whatever they're doing, that's all I need. Because sending flowers and doing all this other stuff, does it really mean anything? I don't know. Maybe it does. In the moment, it meant something. It meant something to me when I would send my mom flowers. So nothing's really good. Nothing's really bad. It just is, right? And it's my judgment that changes the whole thing. And I'm going to end on this today. We have to accept things. And especially through tough times. Acceptance is the answer to all my problems. I have to accept that everything, 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 everything is happening for a reason. And I may not be in control of the outcome. And that, my friends, I have to accept. Get to get a load off with that one, don't we? Yeah, I just get to accept it. And if there's something that I don't like, it's my job to make the decision to change it. It is my job to pick up the phone and get help. when I feel like it's too much. So I hope, my prayer to you is, if you're going through something and you need help, pick up that phone, call somebody. Don't do this by yourself. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything by yourself. You can call someone. So please pick up the phone, pick up your pen, write to me, email me, send me a message on social media. I'm not really great at social media these days because I'm so engrossed in everything else I'm doing that's in front of me that I don't spend much time on social media. But send me an email at elizabeth@elizabethchance.com. And if you like what you heard, please subscribe to my channels. And please know that you are not alone. We all are going through stuff. Man, life is crazy, but it's all good. Because you know what? We're alive. And if that's it, that's it. Thank you, God, right? I'm alive. I'm well. I'm listening to a podcast. It's okay. I got this for right now. I got this for right now. It might not be forever, but I got it for right now. Okay. Thanks for listening. This was episode 348 with Elizabeth Chance. And you know what? When life gets crazy and life gives you lemons, you better be making some lemonade. Take care, everybody. Talk to you next week. Bye.